You're not going to like this statistic, but you do need to hear it. Less than 10% of YouTubers hit the 1,000 subscriber milestone because they're stuck in something called small channel hell. And the big reason why is because small creators are far too focused on just getting views and just getting subscribers. And this is at the sacrifice of building those skills as a creator to become successful. But you don't have to become part of that doomed 90%. The big secret is to simply take your attention off getting more views and getting more subscribers, and instead focus on these 6 foundational skills of YouTube. And once you do that, the views and subscribers will take care of themselves. And we'll kick things off with a skill you probably haven't thought of. And to explain it, let's hear from, officially, the largest content creator on YouTube.
Your first video is not going to give views, period. It's not. Your first 10 are not going to give views. I can very confidently say that. All you need to do, this applies to people who have dreams of being a YouTuber, is make 100 videos and improve something every time.
Basically, in the beginning, your videos are going to suck. And if you need evidence of this, watch some of Mr. Beast's first videos. Even if you've watched tons of tutorials and bought all of the best film and equipment and believe to your core that you're doing everything creatively right, you won't be, and your videos aren't going to get that many views. And the best way to test this is to go to your channel right now and watch a video you made a year ago. Yeah, you're going to cringe, aren't you? But this is all completely normal. Look, the chances are your first few videos aren't going to crack 100 views, even 50 views. And if they do, you probably want to celebrate that fact. All of these tiny numbers don't mean that you're bad at YouTube and that you should give up already, because you're at the very beginning of your journey. In the real world, or at least sports, Michael Jordan wasn't making game-winning shots the first time he picked up a basketball, and it took Lionel Messi an entire career to win the World Cup. It's like learning to play the guitar. You wouldn't give up after your second lesson if you couldn't play an AC/DC guitar solo. And if you did, well, playing a guitar isn't for you, is it? Very much like YouTube isn't for you if you want to give up after your first 3 videos get less than 100 views. You're going to have videos that don't perform. That happens to all of us. And you'll have days where you ask yourself, is all of this worth it? Well, the creators you love to watch, who likely inspired you, are proof enough that it is worth it. And once you're able to change your mindset from failure is bad to failure is the key to growth, your channel will benefit. One of the best ways to do this is to use something like Richard Branson's concept of fail well. Basically, Branson figured out that the faster you can fail and study what didn't work, the faster you're going to succeed. And this was one of the foundational frameworks he used to build one of the biggest airline empires in the world. So if your next YouTube video doesn't get the views you want, don't just throw your hands up in the air and say, I'm done with this. Instead, give yourself a couple of days grace to emotionally detach from the effort you put into that video, and then go into review mode. Study why it didn't perform well. You'll probably find 2 or 3 things that you could have done better or you shouldn't have included in the video at all, and you can apply them to your next video. But I understand as a YouTube newbie, it may be difficult to properly study a video. And what could help you with that is a dedicated YouTube coach and mentor. Learning the art of failure is just the first foundational step to escaping small channel hell. The second step is a practical one. And in order to explain it, I need you to answer this question. Why do you think this video got 400,000 views and yet this video got 90% less views? Objectively, it's pretty clear which has the best thumbnail. They're on the same topic, and yet the creator that got 400,000 views has less subscribers. Well, it all comes down to one of the simplest business formulas there is: supply and demand. And that's what Charlie's tapping into to create viral videos. For example, this video went viral in Charlie's niche 2 months before he posted his own video. The channel had 50,000 subscribers and the video got 250,000 views. This clearly meant that the video idea was in high demand, and by virtue of this creator having an outlier video, supply was relatively low. So Charlie took the format, improved on it, and his video went viral. Next critical skill is selling that idea to your audience. The packaging. So let's start with eye-popping thumbnails. I'm curious to know what the editor's going to do with this. Now, the chances are, if you're watching this video, improving your thumbnails is high on your agenda because we talk about it all of the time. And now there's the added pressure of YouTube's new test and compare feature that allows you to A/B test thumbnails on your videos. So you've probably heard the fundamentals like keeping your thumbnails simple, creating curiosity and contrasting colors. So it's keeping a consistent and branded style. What you're trying to develop here is an instant and instinctive recognition of your content whenever it appears on YouTube. Think about your own viewing habits. When you recognize a thumbnail from one of your favorite creators on a homepage, you probably don't pay too much attention to the thumbnail and the title. You just say to yourself, yep, that's an awesome creator, I'm going to watch whatever they've made. And once you have brand recognition, it is a really strong marketing tool within your niche. And a great example is from this channel I showed earlier. Notice how all of their videos have the same font style and colours. The only thing that really changes is the background image. The consistency not only makes the thumbnail visually appealing, but it also creates that brand recognition, helping your audience to become more familiar with your content. Take the lifestyle and shopping haul niches. Objectively speaking, these thumbnails don't follow the YouTube norm. They're cluttered, chaotic, but they match the style and vibe of the audience. So it's your job to find these formats that work within your niche and then apply them to your style. The best way to do this is to go to the top 3 channels in your niche, sort their best performing videos, and then look at what thumbnails they're repeating on their top videos. But if you just poured everything into eye-catching thumbnails, then the videos themselves likely wouldn't satisfy the viewer. One might say style over substance. So remember, in the scripting process, we told you to create a heading for your hook, and we're going to come back to that now because it's pretty important. And to demonstrate, I'm going to share with you this channel that hit 500,000 subscribers in 6 months with just 7 videos. A powerful hook is so important because of this part of your audience retention graph. It's where the vast majority of viewers abandon videos in the shortest space of time. It's a pretty key signal to the YouTube algorithm that viewers aren't being satisfied at all by the content and are moving on very quickly, which likely means that your content won't be discoverable for very long. So how do you create a powerful hook? Is there a formula you can follow? I think you know the answer by now. Yes. It works by following these 3 steps. Highlight audience problem, challenge their common beliefs around it, present a new solution.